Dear Bill, I've been with my boyfriend for 2 years now. We're in college together, and he's currently taking a semester abroad. Oh, Jesus. Where, in Brazil? Before he left, we had a running joke that I was going to need a vibrator when he left. As a surprise parting gift, he got me one. I have a couple friends whose boyfriends bought them sex toys, so while I was a little surprised he actually got me a vibrator, I also happen to know that it's relatively normal for a boyfriend to do that. Yeah, that's basically like this era's chastity belt. You know? Mm-hmm. You're trying to lock down the pussy. That's disgusting.
Yeah, but that's what he's doing, though.
Anyway, yeah, but it's dumb because those things, you use them too much, they numb up your area there, and then the guy can't even remotely try and, do something for you. And then you got to be sitting there banging them as they're using the thing. As it's like you and an alien are fucking this girl.
Is this you and an alien?
That's just all dick. It has no body.
All right, whatever. Let's move on.
What am I basing it on? I'm basing it on my fucking life. I did live a little bit of a life before I met you.
I realize that. Yes,
all right. Anyway, fast forward to about a week ago. We were on Skype. He asked you to take this thing out. No, we don't have sex chats, thank God. And he casually asked me how his gift for me was working out. I told him it was working out pretty well. He then mentioned that he had bought something for himself. A fleshlight. The Joe Rogan Experience is brought to you by the Fleshlight every week.
Those are weird.
Those are very weird. Those are very
weird.
Fucking
but okay.
Weird. They look like that thing Boba Fett fell into when he died in one of those space movies.
Okay, well.
I knew.
He's trying to be faithful to her. That's nice.
Okay, she goes, I knew what this was because I am an avid listener of Joe Rogan's podcast.
There you go.
Joe Rogan's come up 3 times on this podcast, who raves about it constantly. My boyfriend had never mentioned to me that he was interested in anything like that, and I always thought the idea of it was totally creepy. I acted like it was totally cool, but in all honesty, I really don't want him to be fucking a perfect fake. Wait, I got lost in that. I actually was thinking, is Joe going to get mad that I'm saying that this is weird? Okay, I acted like it was totally cool, but in all honesty, I really don't want him to be fucking a perfect fake vagina whenever he wants to. I'm finding myself getting crazy jealous and angry whenever I think about it. I know. I'm jealous of an inanimate object, which seems insane. Let me finish. I'm really struggling with this because part of me wants to be completely okay with it, since it's sort of hypocritical to get angry when he got me a vibrator. Mm-hmm. But now I'm starting to think that maybe he only bought me a dildo so I wouldn't be able to complain when he got himself a proxy pussy.
Proxy pussy.
So what do you think? Do I need to suck it up and get over this, or is my jealousy legitimate? Thanks, and go fuck yourself.
That's hilarious. Let him go fuck his fake pussy. As long as he's not fucking a real pussy, then, it's all good. Plus, it's not just, like, the pussy that he's missing. He's also missing, like, your touch and kissing and the whole other part of it, too. And that fake pussy can't blow him either.
No, he isn't. He's getting right to the dessert.
Don't be jealous.
Have you tried these Brussels sprouts? Don't need them.
Don't be jealous of it.
Bring over the Trace Leche.
When he comes back, it'll be even better because you both have been like doing it with inanimate objects, and so it's like you'll be rediscovering each other all over again. It'll be even better. Don't even worry.
I don't think it's a good thing.
Why?
Because once you start down a path sexually, in order to get off that path, you don't just jump over onto another path. You got to walk all the way back up the path you went down, get to the fork where you fucked up, and then head down the other one. What I'm saying is he might get used to just doing that, and the sensation of that is what gets him off. And then when her pussy doesn't feel like the fleshlight,
it'll feel better.
He'll bang her, and then when he needs to finish, he'll be like, all right, and now for me, with that fucking thing.
No, she'll feel even better. If anything, he'll be like, oh my God, I forgot what a real woman feels like, and he'll be done in like 2 minutes.
That's what you hope.
I don't think she should be jealous of it, though. They're both doing the right thing when you're in a relationship and you're that far apart from each other. Because he could be bang all sorts of hairy European girls. No offense to hairy European girls, but I'm just saying,
Listen, I watched this thing one time, or listened to it on the radio, one of those call-in sex shows, and this guy the way he jerked off was he dry humped the rug. It was causing like chafing on his dick, but it was the only way he could get off because he wasn't in a relationship for a while, and he kept doing that. And I don't know. So I'm just saying, like, I would go easy on those. It's like anything in moderation.
Yeah, how often is he using this?
And how often is she using that? If you use a vibrator too much, you numb yourself up down there, and then when your guy's down there, you can't feel anything. It's so disgusting. Bully, I can beat up. All right. Well, if there's a bully you can beat up, he's not really a bully. He's just an asshole, right? Hey, Billy boy, I'm a 15-year-old lad from Australia, and here's my problem. There is a complete dickhead at my school that always picks on me, but here's a twist. I could smash the shit out of this prick. I'm 182 centimeters. That's 6 feet tall. 15 years old, 6 feet tall. He goes 74 kilograms. That's 160 pounds for you people keeping score. And every other day, and he's about 5'8", and weighs about 185 pounds. All right, so he's got you by 25 pounds. But you have the reach advantage. This is the tail of the tape here. I love this. You got a 4-inch reach advantage, unless he has those fucking Kevin McHale arms that are almost dragging on the ground. All right, you go, I lift weights every other day, and he's just fat. All right. You're definitely the favorite so far. He goes, but this isn't the biggest reason why I could smash this cunt. I have about 20 years of martial arts experience. Wait a minute. You're 15 years old. How do you have 20 years of experience? Oh, he's going to break it down. I have about 20 years of martial arts experience when you add it all up. I have 7 years in karate, 5 years in Muay Thai. Oh, Jesus, dude. You bring those fucking knees to that fat belly? Oh, my God. Probably got shins like a fucking street pole. Street pole? Stop sign. Whatever the fuck I was trying to say. I pictured a telephone pole and a stop sign made out of metal, and I came up with street pole. Look at that. I'm inventing words here. 7 years of karate, 5 years of Muay Thai, 5 years of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Jesus Christ, standing up, go to the ground. What do you want to do? And 3 years of MMA. He constantly calls me name like gay boy and poof, and he slaps me in the back of the head every day. Dude, you can't have that. This has been happening for like 2 months now, and I haven't fought back because I'm worried about getting in trouble from teachers at my martial arts classes. Any advice is welcome. Thanks for whatever helps you, whatever help you can give me. Go fuck yourself and have a good day. All right, sir. Well, this is the deal. You could, if you actually applied what you know, you could seriously hurt this guy. But you do have to defend yourself. So is there a way that the next time he goes to slap you in the head, you can put him in one of those those holds where you're just holding the person's thumb and they're all of a sudden on their tiptoes going, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Is there a way to just shoot one across the bow? That's what I'm suggesting. I'm not saying that you fuck this kid up and then ruin your standing with your sifus, your senseis, your pastors, whatever the fuck you call them, down at the dojo. Yeah, but there's no reason for you to go to school and get slapped in the back of the head and being called names, okay? So what I would do is, why the fuck are you asking me? This is what you do. Jesus Christ, here's your solution. Talk to one of your karate masters there. And just say, listen, this is the deal. I know after everything that you've taught me that I could just mop the floor with this fat tub of shit, but I don't want to get in, bad standing with you. What do I do here? Have them tell you what to do. And because they could probably suggest they know the name of whatever that fucking, how to choke out somebody's thumb, whatever that thing is that you guys do that I wish I knew how to do. But here's the deal. One way or another, there has to be a solution with this guy slapping you. They're slapping you in the back of the fucking head. Do you know how to do a death grip yet? Have they taught you that? Is that an actual thing? Why don't you do a double death grip to his man tits and twist him before he has a chance to slap you in the head? Don't listen to anything that I'm going to suggest here. Why don't you take some Twinkies? What could you do with the Twinkie and a martial art thing? Why don't you make some nunchuck Twinkies? And instead of slapping him in the face with a piece of wood, it's a Twinkie. And it goes across his face. He's humiliated. Plus, he's a fatty, so he's going to have to lick it off his face. And he'll get into that sugar rush. And his eyes will roll in the back of his head. And by the time his eyes come back down, you're going to be across the room and he can't slap you in the head. There's got to be something. There's got to be something to do. At this point, if you don't want to go physical, I would just go verbal. He's calling you gay boy and poof. Why don't you just talk about his fat tits? Just be really sincere. Just be like, just out of curiosity, how much do your tits weigh? Do you wear a sports bra, or are you going to kind of go with the giant pocket tee? And the fact that you're already this fat at our young age, like, how fat do you think you're going to be when you're 40? These are just questions, sir. You know, and then when he charges you like a rhino, just step out of the way and he won't be able to slow down and he'll maybe go flying into some desks. I don't know, sir. But can you please tell me how this, I would go to your dojo masters there, whatever. I'd ask them what to do. But there's no fucking way on any level that you should have to tolerate that. You know, I would do that. Ah, Jesus. Are they going to go even really more mature? Well, I think you should talk to your teachers about it. And then you become the fucking guy who ratted it out. You know, it's like that selection. That's like the solutions they come up to on like The View. You just turn around and you just say, stop doing that. I'm not going to tolerate this. You know, give you like a rape whistle or something. I don't fucking know. I don't know, sir. But please let me know how that works out because it's bothering me that dude is doing that to you. All right? I don't like bullies. Jesus Christ, dude. You know what I really want to tell you to do, and I'm not going to. All right, weight loss, dog parks, and banging. There we go.
All right.
Billy Boy. He goes, I got no nickname for you. Don't worry about it. Thanks for the podcast. I'm a sales rep and use your podcast to de-stress. Is that a word? Mm-hmm. Don't you do that with jeans?
That's distress.
Oh, on the Monday afternoon drive home. Oh, nice. 6 months ago, my company laid me off, and I've used your podcast to fat shame myself and work out during the day. I love it. Dude, fat shaming works.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
I guess it did
in this
case.
It does for me. I stand in the mirror shirtless, and I just go, look what you did. Look what you did, you piece of shit. Nobody's going to love you. And next thing you know, I'm out there eating kale, jogging down the street with my white legs. He said I dropped 40 pounds.
Yeah, can we talk about how you're dressed for a sport that would, like, never have you? Why are you dressed like that?
No, because I was going to go on a bike ride.
You're matching. You actually look pretty cute, I have to say.
No guy wants to look cute.
Oh, all right. Guys,
oh my God,
cute.
you look cute.
You do. You look cute. I would give you a second glance at the gym if you were wearing your little Nike
Jesus
outfit.
Christ. Really?
That matches.
And what, am I supposed to be thrilled by that?
Yeah, you should be.
Oh, shit, you'd give me a second glance.
Yeah, you should be happy.
All right, with
Consider yourself lucky.
I don't like your mint chocolate chips fucking colored sweater you have on.
This is rag and bone, okay?
Okay,
this
listen
is
to
some
this
real
guy.
fashion shit.
I've dropped 40 pounds, and it's been great.
Good for
From
you.
260 to 220, and size
Nice.
42 pants to the size 36.
Nice, good for you.
How the fuck
Wait,
are you?
wait a minute.
Yeah, how are you 220 pounds, size 36 pants? How does that work?
42 to a 36.
This guy's got to be jacked. He's on the juice. He's got giant shoulders, 80-pound shoulders. Anyway, so here's my dilemma. He goes, I have a lab, not a pot, a lab golden retriever mix.
Aww.
And we go to the park near my house every day to play fetch off the leash. There is the usual suspects of about 10 to 15 people that bring their dogs out to play. I live in a slightly unsafe city, parentheses, Baltimore.
The Wire.
Yeah, wait a minute. Didn't they shoot The Wire there?
Yes.
Yeah, slightly.
Not all Baltimore.
Yeah.
Hashtag not all Baltimore.
Yeah, you got the fucking waterfront. That's sort of nice for half a second.
More.
Although, didn't what's-his-face? He had a meeting down there one time, one of the episodes.
Who?
The guy you like, the English guy.
Idris
On that show.
Elba?
I don't know what his fucking name is.
Oh, his name on the show, though, was,
Sturgis. Stryker.
Yeah. Wait.
Spalding.
Sterling?
No.
All right, let's move on.
And last week we were outside discussing Stringer Bell.
Stringer Bell, yeah.
Yep, I did put some new words in my head, then I can remember. And last week we were outside discussing the groups of kids on bikes that are grabbing women's asses while jogging in the park. So one guy starts telling the women to grab the kid that does that and hold him there until the police come.
Oh, yeah, that's really safe and realistic for women to do.
Was that sarcasm?
Yes, that is sarcasm.
Oh.
Keep reading. Well, just because he addresses it in the next sentence.
All right, don't fucking order me around on my... What's wrong with you?
Nothing. What?
Jesus Christ. He goes, I think you can see the... Keep reading. I've made my comment. Continue. You are drunk with power. He goes, I think you can see the danger here of any one adult grabbing a 14 to 16-year-old kid and thinking the other kids will just ride away. You're going to get beat down and probably hit in the head with a brick. Sounds like the beginning of a Death Wish movie. So this same guy, who, by the way, is a hedge fund manager and knows everything, starts telling me all the fights he's been in. He goes, I'll buy each listener of this podcast a beer if he's even been in one fight. He goes, so his wife is there and everyone is listening. He says, I want to fight one time with just my mouth. So before you can say anything else, I say, what did you do, blow them?
Fantastic.
He goes, well, everyone laughs. He can't really say anything, and he storms off. Gets about 10 yards away and tells his wife she has to come home. She throws me a wink and says, that was hysterical. I think you hurt his feelings. Oh, Jesus Christ. Doors opening and other doors closing.
Go get it, size 36 pants.
He goes, I found out a couple of days later that I'm going back to work and I'm being relocated. He's going to say, can I bang her before I leave? That's what I'm guessing. Back to work, and I'm being relocated over 1,000 miles away. What's the problem? Well, his wife, you wrote it wrong. Well, his wife is a hot piece of ass and has started sending me Facebook's messages and texts.
Oh, texts? What do you mean texts? When'd she get your number? We skipped a part of that story, sir.
Saying she wants to sleep with me before I leave. They have no kids, and she showed me divorce papers that she's waiting to file after he gets his next bonus check in August. God. Normally, I'm a pretty upstanding dude. He's got to build up credibility.
Yes.
People like me in the community.
I've recently lost weight. I have a lab golden retriever mix, and I go to the dog park.
He wants to fuck this guy's wife. He goes, I don't believe in crossing lines, but this one feels different. I'm moving within the next 6 weeks. What should I do? And thanks, and go fuck yourself. Nia, I'm going to pass it over to you.
You know good and goddamn well you need to stay away from that woman. All right? You're doing well. You lost weight. You got nice little one-liners. You know how to put people in their place. Walk away. You'll find somebody to fuck 1,000 miles away where you get relocated. Okay? This is not the last piece of hot ass that you're going to come across. So relax yourself.
So what you're saying...
Pat yourself on the back for the good line and the fact that you're getting attention from hot pieces of ass who are looking to take their husbands for all they're worth before they divorce them and start banging a smart ass at the dog park. Be happy for that, but you can fuck somebody else.
So what you're saying is it's like when Columbus sailed over to America, which was actually down to Cuba, I believe, before he started chopping off people's hands because they couldn't find gold for his fillings.
Okay.
They saw branches, right, in the water that let them know that land was coming.
Okay.
Like that was a good sign. So you're saying this is just a hot piece of ass floating by, letting them know that he's about ready to get on Pussy Island.
Absolutely.
So
yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
That was a long way to go. All right.
So just walk away. I'm sure it's very flattering, but you already humiliated the guy. You did your work. That was a great line. What did you do? Blow them? That's fantastic. And she's been waiting for a guy to come along to put her husband in his place and all that stuff. So yeah, good for you. But no, don't be that guy. Walk away.
All right.
You'll find somebody else.
I say do it. All right. Fame. No, don't do it. You know, you're the voice of reason. Go ahead. You're absolutely right. Because you have no idea why she wants to do that, you know, because she might, in an argument, and be like, oh, yeah, and you remember that guy at the dog park? Well, I fucked him.
Exactly.
And he was better than you. And then all of a sudden, this guy
sounds crazy, too.
Because
why is she showing you divorce papers and like, I'm going to divorce him as soon as he gets his next bonus check? Stay away from that crazy broad. Stay away from her.
Good call.
No, she's nuts, though.
That's TP right there.
What's that?
Toxic.
Pussy. It is.
Yeah, all right. First, what's love the podcast? Blah, blah, blah. I'm 20 years old, still in college, and newly single. I decided to try my hand on dating again. I met this girl on Facebook, and we messaged each other for hours before I decided to ask her out on a date. She accepted. Jesus Christ, dude. She's probably sitting there like, my thumbs are aching. Will you fucking ask me out already? She accepted, and we made plans for me to pick her up. This would be the first date I've had in 4 months. I drove to a place which was around 20 minutes from where I live. We went to the mall, which is where everyone basically goes on the weekends, so I thought that it would be a good place to go. When we got there, we were deciding on what to do. That's not a good game plan, dude. You should know where you're going to go and what you're going to do, just to get it going. So then you feel like, you know, this guy knows what's going on. All of a sudden you're making decisions, and all of a sudden she's taking her pants off. That's how it works, all right? You can't go there. You can't treat them like peers. You got to put them beneath you. You got to have them looking at the floor. That way they don't get to say goodnight to nobody. What movie? Pope of Greenwich Village. I did a bad version of that. Anyways, when we got there, we were deciding on what to do. I suggested we watch a movie, but nothing good was playing. See, you fucked yourself. So instead, we decided to eat dinner. Applebee's. We ate at this restaurant in the mall and talked about getting to know each other. At the end of dinner, I paid because I was told the man pays on a first date. What I wasn't told was whether or not I should pay for extra stuff. Oh, my God. First of all, you already set a precedent that you're paying. The second you pay, you're paying for the whole fucking evening. Okay? And fuck all the women who right now going, that's right. Go fuck yourself, you fucking freak cunts. We started walking around, and we go into a few stores, and she starts looking at things around the store saying, I wish I had money to buy this. I wish I had enough money to buy that. So what I did, because I was trying to be the gentleman and impress her, was offer to pay for those things she wanted. Ah, dude, you just fucked yourself. She totally doesn't respect you anymore. You got used. I ended up buying her some sunglasses, a shirt, a dress, and some shoes, and a necklace on a first date, dude. On a first date, the first night out with you, just getting to know you. You buy her dinner and all this shit. So you realize on the second date, if it's going to go any further, relationship has to move forward. That means you have to buy her even more shit. It all added up to around $120, not including the dinner. After that, I drove her back to her place, and that was it. Of course it was. Jesus Christ, you bought her a bunch of shit like you were already fucking her. That was like her blowing you and then asking, can you take me to a movie? Yeah, I'll get right on that. It's not happening. Anyways, we've gone out 4 more times since then. Of course she is. She's trying to get a whole fucking wardrobe out of you. And the only thing I got out of this girl was a makeout section. Yeah, that was a sympathy one. To be honest, I wasn't really expecting to get anything from this girl. So why did you buy her all this shit, dude? You got to work on your self-esteem here, man. You're setting yourself up to be a sap, and that's exactly what's happening here. This is all on you, and you have the power to change this shit. All right? Take this fucking girl out next time. Not her, somebody else, because you've already ruined it with this one. Okay? Find another girl. Take her out. When you take her out, know where the fuck you're going to go and know what you're going to do. Okay? And when she goes, no, I wish I had that. Well, hey, maybe you ought to work some overtime this week. Don't say that, but just think that. Go fuck yourself and, and just be silent when they say that shit. Then they'll realize they overstepped some shit. And, they'll probably feel like they got to make up for it by maybe giving you a handy. Anyways, I'm going to plow through this shit. After telling my friends about the first date, however, all my friends said what I did was wrong and I shouldn't have done that. All my lady friends said what I did was sweet and rare for a guy to do. Yeah, because they want us to buy him shit. It's got me at the crossroad of who to listen to more. Listen to the guys on your team. Stop going on across enemy lines and trying to figure out what the fuck you're supposed to do. All right? Fuck all that. The only time you talk to broads is if, you're trying to, well, what should I get her for her birthday? What's some chick shit that you guys like? That's what you do. Okay? You don't fucking ask them, should I spend all my money? Yeah, that would be sweet. Yeah, don't listen to them. Listen to your friends. They're setting you straight. Dude, you dropped 120 fucking bucks and you didn't even get kissed. She got everything she wanted. You didn't get anything. Yeah, fuck all that, dude. Fuck all that. All right? Don't ask women advice about fucking women. Don't. Okay? Immediately, you're making it an away game. Okay? You fucking talk to your guy friends. All right? And I'm not talking about, getting Neanderthal advice. Because guys will give you stupid fucking advice, too. Case in point, myself. But, when it comes to shit like that, where you're basically, when you feel like you went too far, the women are always going to side with going too far in their direction. You know what I mean? That would be like if a girl came up to a guy and said, listen, my boyfriend wants to possibly bring another girl into the bedroom. Should I do that? I mean, what the fuck are you going to say? And what are they going to say? Come on. All right, here we go. All right, Bill, one of my best friends has been going to church for years, and previously it has never bothered me at all. Oh, Jesus. I grew up Catholic, and like so many Catholics, I got raped. No, kidding. I no longer attend church, but it doesn't bother me in the least if someone else wants to go. This guy is the exact mindset that I am, except I make fun of people who go to church a little bit. A few months ago, my friend started asking me if I would like to go to church with him. Gay. I politely declared that's a gay thing to do, and I don't mean.
How is it gay to ask someone to go to church with you?
Because you're both going to be wearing sweaters. You're going to be singing songs.
You are the most
Hallelujah,
person.
Hallelujah, Hallelujah. You're going to sit there and sing with your fucking friend wearing a sweater, and then the priest up there, God knows what he did, is going to be like, he had a beard and some long hair and he cured a leper. None of you guys can do that, so you better give us some money. Hallelujah. Yeah?
You are not making fun of Mass right now. It's nothing sacred to you. It's nothing sacred.
Yes, there are some things that are sacred.
Like what?
None of that horse shit. That oogly boogly.
It's not oogly boogly. It's a hymn. Well, it's like a call and response.
I'll tell you what's sacred. I'll tell you what's fucking sacred. You asked a question. Now you're getting the answer, toots. I'll tell you what's sacred. What's sacred is how you go out in the playoffs. The Celtics went out with heart. We still lost our fucking. We still got our asses kicked. We still got our asses kicked. All right? But there was no quitting that team. All right?
Okay.
That's fucking sacred. What's sacrilegious is what the fucking Lakers did. And I'm not disrespecting the franchise. I'm saying what the couple of those, and it wasn't all of them, it was really what Bynum did. I didn't think what Odom did was bad.
All right, can you just finish reading the question?
Jesus Christ. Really, all of a sudden you're dictating it? You ask me why. So he wants to go to church with me. With him. I repeat, gay. I politely decline. Dude, I'm not doing that shit.
Stop filling in the blanks with your own commentary.
Why?
That's not a part of the letter because you're presenting it in a biased fashion. Just read it and then give your opinion.
You see this shit? This is a classic fucking broad. It's like, I've been doing this shit for 4 years and you're telling me how to run it. Yeah, you have no idea how many moron guys are going to send in hate mail because of that. Not because you're a jerk, because some other...
Well, they're morons, so I don't give a shit.
Jesus, this fucking elitist attitude. Since then, my friend has told me he feels it's his mission to spread the word of God.
Stop saying it like that.
Hallelujah. And continues to ask me to go. They got him. He drank the fucking Kool-Aid. Now he's a zombie. And as time passes, he's getting more aggressive with his sales pitch. That means he's probably reaching out and like touching his hand. What started off with him just slipping it into casual conversation has now led me to receiving text messages that say the following. This means more to you. This means more to me than you know. God has poured out love to me, and he is reaching out to you also. Ignore if you must, but there is a lot at stake here.
Wow.
Yeah, no,
That's a little intense.
Yeah, he's buying into that. Jesus is coming back, and this time he's not fucking around.
This time it's personal.
Yeah.
So
he's buying into the rapture.
Yes, I get it.
That this hippie is going to come back on a stegosaurus and just start killing people. Killing people. What they say is fucking wrong. He's going to come back. Wrath, one of the deadly sins. Judgment is mine, saith the Lord. He's the son. He's the Donald Trump. He's got a comb over at this point, coming out of heaven. He didn't make that money. He didn't make the fucking world. He's just a loud jackass. Hey, fuck, whatever. Cast me into the fucking pits. I don't give a shit. You think I want to hang out with you in heaven forever? Just going, isn't this awesome? Yeah, it is awesome.
Can you please finish the letter?
All right. What started off? Okay, so here we go. To this, I replied honestly. If it's my choice, I don't want to go. Please stop asking me about it. I don't know how many more ways I can request that. There you go. Okay. He responded with, "I'll hold off, but know this: God loves you and will not quit if I do." Okay. Well, then there's no reason to hit me 2 times. Let's just let God do it. All right. Anyways, here comes my question, Bill. Why does this fucking piss me off so much? Why do these cults do? What do these cults do to these people? He's involved with a church that people do joke around with and call a cult. What would you do if you were me? At this point, I don't even want to talk to this guy because these conversations are infuriating me. Yeah, I would cut this guy out of your life.
It's annoying.
That's
why you feel that way.
No, but this is his friend.
Really annoying.
But this is his friend. This is his friend, and he wants to get him out of the cult. So the thing is if you go to him and you try to get him out of it, you're just going to drive him further into it. So what you do is just stop being friends with him, and hope that'll help because they're not going to go out of that. He's not going to leave it if you ask him to leave it.
Yeah, I don't know. You never know. But yeah, he needs to just cut him out because you can't unless he wants to spend the rest of his time with this guy debating Catholicism or whatever, which I'm sure he doesn't want to do. Then yeah, he should just cut him off.
Personally, I would still hang out with him.
You would just so you could get into debates with him?
No, and I would just do unbelievably satanic and annoying shit.
That's a good idea.
I would.
Maybe you should do that.
I would always have Shout at the Devil playing. Or maybe just that beginning cheesy thing.
You should invite him into a restaurant and it turns out to be like a strip club and see what he does.
Yeah, but you're going to see the titties on the outside. Gentleman's club.
That's true.
No, I wouldn't do that shit. I would hang out with him and I would keep saying that I want to get involved in the church and I would keep going to events. And as they were going, I just feel so filled up with God's love, I would then be like, you want to talk about filled up? I fucking jerked off into this chick's mouth last night. I'm telling you.
William Burr.
She had a big bass mouth, and I don't know, maybe it was a couple days since the last time I fucking, let him loose, but right up to the brim. She was a champion. She swallowed. I'm sorry, what were you saying?
This is why you're going to hell.
Oh, why don't you pray for me?
I will.
All right, here's a sexuality situation, everybody. Hey, Bill, I need your advice on something. This is not about a breakup, dating, or gold diggers, but I think your advice could help me out on an extremely awkward position. I'm 19 and I'm home from college for the summer. I've been home for about a month, and I live in North Carolina, but go to college in Arizona. Dude, good move. Arizona with all those fucking whores out there coming to class in, like, bikini tops, and you're out there with your cuter-than-cute southern drawl. How much ass are you getting? Well, let's find out, shall we? Okay, while I was away at college, I have opened up to new ideas such as politics, religion, and about my sexuality and and I am bisexual. At the beginning of summer, I started hanging out with my old friends from high school, one of which was gay. We had messed around in high school, but nothing serious. What does that mean? You flicked his balls a little bit? Sorry, the fucking joke is there. I'm going to do it, all right? Come on, take it like a man, like everybody else. Okay, everybody gets trashed on this. Here we go. So this summer, he and I were hanging out at my house, and nobody was home. We started to drinking. Oh, gee, she's playing some music. YMCA. And he started to smoke some weed, man. Then after about 2 hours, we decided to do the dirty. Jesus Christ. Okay, here we go. Slugging our way through here. Halfway through us getting it on, my mom walks into the room and catches us in the act. Wow. Now, talk about the needle going off the fucking record. She started yelling at me, swatting me with the mail she had just gotten. I'm surprised she didn't turn the hose on you. Kicked my friend out of the house, then banned him from ever coming over again and started screaming about the Bible and a bunch of religious shit. By the way, this all happened when I was in a panic trying to get some clothes. Oh, my God, dude. What a way to come out. The only thing was missing was a giant neon "I'm gay" sign hanging over you. Wow. That's a fucking situation there, huh? Ever since then, my mom and dad have been forcing me to go to a few religious nut jobs that are supposed to convert me from bisexual to heterosexual. That's hilarious. You know, like you're going to convert a truck from two-wheel drive to four-wheel drive, like it's that fucking easy. This is a huge pain in the ass because, one, there are churches on every corner in North Carolina, and two, I don't want to change. So you shouldn't. Dude, you can't. You are who you fucking are, and they're going to have to accept it. Also, my parents have been treating me differently now, and it's really weird and awkward every time we talk. So I guess my question is, how do I deal with this? Dude, this might be outside the realm of my lack of expertise here. Do I tell them that I don't want to go to some religious fat fuck who's a Jesus freak and whose stomach is as long as his vowels? Oh, he got that southern draw. You can't be sucking dick. Or should I just pretend to be straight until the end of summer, then go back to living the life I want to live at college? Also, how do I keep sane with people telling me that I am living my life wrong and that God is judging me? I hope that wasn't too sad. Dude, it's a fucking epic story. Thank you for sharing it here. All right, this is the deal, dude. You need new friends. You need to keep the friends that accept you for who you are, and the ones who aren't, you just got to phase them out. Your parents will come around. You know, they're going to come around because you're their son. All right? Stereotypically, probably your mom before your dad or whatever. But I don't know. Maybe they will. Maybe they won't. But what the fuck are you going to do? You know, you are who you are. You got to go be who you're going to be. And as far as do you tough it out for the summer, that's up to you. That's up to you if you're going to keep going back. I mean, if I was going to keep going back to some shit that I didn't want to go to, I would just... I would have fun with it. I would just act like a fucking moron. And I would keep acting like I was almost cured, and then at the last second be like, but don't you think John Travolta's cute? Oh, no, sorry. And just fuck with the guy and just have a good time. If you can't get out of it, if you don't want to, fight, if you don't want to be like Hitler and try and fight on 3 fronts and end up in a fucking bunker, maybe you just start with to get some new fucking friends. That's it, dude. That's brutal, man. That's brutal, but you'll get through it. You'll get through it, and you'll find some fucking people, I don't know. It's weird. In a weird way, everybody does that. Beyond that shit, As a comedian, I never fit in anywhere. Everywhere I went, like when I fucking had jobs, and they would be sitting there, and I had my little Michael J. Fox fucking suit and tie on, like thinking that this is what I was going to do, and everybody was going in for some fucking meeting. I never gave a fuck, and I just always felt like an outsider, until the day I walked into a comedy club. And I basically found people who were the same kind of weird that I was. So they didn't seem weird to me. But admittedly, comedians were all out of our fucking minds. So that's what you have to do in a gay way. You just got to go find some heterosexuals who are accepting of you and go get some gay friends. And, you're going to have a great life. And you're going to have abs until you're 60, evidently, because that's how it works with gay people. Fuck them. Be who you are, and that's it. All right? There you go. Roommate's lady wants to move in. Hey, Billy Bob, ginger tits. Jesus Christ, enough with the redhead jokes. Can you guys go with something new? It's getting fucking boring here. My roommate of 5 years has this new lady who is cool, but off the bat seems kind of manipulative. He told me that she's getting kicked out of her place and she wants to move into our 2-bedroom apartment in New York City, which isn't that big, as you would know. For 3 months, she wants to move there for 3 months. The rent would be split 3 ways. They are planning on moving in together after she stays for 3 months. Do I accept the cheaper rent or tell her to take a hike? By the way, they've been dating for 6 months. You rule, go fuck yourself. No, that manipulative cunt is going to end up convincing her boyfriend, you're going to be the guy who's going to leave. Because she's not going to leave. They're going to ask you to leave, and you're like, fuck you, I'm not leaving. And then it's going to be 2 against 1, and your life's going to be miserable. Do not, on any level, allow her to move in. Say, this is a 2-bedroom apartment. This is for 2 people, not for 3. It affects my quality of life. There's not enough money in the fucking universe for me to compromise my my quality of life. So no. That's it. No. And you stand by that. And fuck him. Okay? And fuck her. And then that's it. And you won't have to deal with that situation. And with any luck, he'll fucking move out and you'll get another roommate. And you won't be involved in that situation. Then you'll have more power because then you'll have been there longer than the other person. All right? That is one of the easiest questions ever. Do not, on any level, let her move in. 6 months in, you codependent fucking pussy. Go fuck yourself. Oh, my God. And then now you got to wait. You're going to have to wait 10 times longer to go into the bathroom because not only do you have another roommate, it's a woman, and they take for fucking ever because they fucking got to put on all that clown makeup and shit. All right, I'm done. Go fuck yourselves. I'll talk to you next week. All right, here we go. Girlfriend has prejudiced parents. Hey, Billy Dingleberry. I'm a white man who's dating a black woman. She is the greatest thing that has ever happened to me, and there's no doubt in my mind that I want to spend my life with her. Well, congratulations. Until now. Dun, dun, dun. We've been dating for 10 months, and I finally met her parents this past weekend. When I got there, they seemed shocked by my skin color. Almost like my girl hadn't even hinted to them that I was white. Well, that's probably what happened if they are fucking racist. The whole dinner was very awkward. I wasn't being looked at in the eye, and I was left out of most of the conversation. Didn't they make a movie about this? Ashton Kutcher and the late, great Bernie Mac? I even tried talking to her dad about music, since we are both musicians, but he just kept giving me short answers like he didn't give a fuck. After the whole thing was over, my girlfriend said that they didn't like that I was white. She said that they wanted her to have strong black babies and not to dilute the bloodline. Also, they spouted a bunch of other shit about how much trouble we'll run into as an interracial couple. It has been 4 days and we still haven't talked about it, nor has she told her parents off for being prejudiced assholes. I truly believe this is the only situation where a white person can fully understand what a black person... Well, I don't know about that, dude. Well, you get a little sprinkling of it. A black guy with a microphone on a street corner can call me cracker all he wants and I won't lose a wink of sleep over. But when you're told the person you love is wrong and invalid, that's like a kick in the balls. Anyways, how should I go about addressing this? I'm assuming you didn't run into this problem with Nia. No, I didn't. Maybe she could weigh in on this as well. Anyway, thanks and go fuck yourself. Jesus. If you love her, I would stay with her. If you're questioning it, I'd pull the ripcord because that's just going to be a fucking nightmare. That'll end up being a nightmare. You know what I mean? You're gonna be in a relationship where you're waiting for the other person's parents to die, sitting there going like, 1 down, 2 down. You know, that's just a fucked up. You know, you really, when you're gonna get married, is you have to. I don't know. I mean, who the fuck am I to say? I waited so goddamn long, so I'm not an authority. But you know, if you're with somebody that's fun, you know, and they come from a good family, and their family's supportive of you guys. I mean, that's so much of the battle. Actually, you know something? This past week when I was in Vegas, somebody came up to me and said, "Hey, Bill, I got to ask you a question. Who makes you laugh?" And without even thinking, I said, "My wife." And it made me feel really good. Like, it's great. You know, my wife's a hot shit. She makes me laugh. We have a good time. So, I don't know. She might not be bringing it up because she's embarrassed about it or whatnot. I have no idea, but, I mean, that's going to be a hell of a fucking situation if that's how they're going to view their grandkids. I mean, that's kind of, that's a major fucking situation where I would at least want to see where her head is at, and then you throw out certain scenarios about the future. So how are we going to handle this and blah, 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 blah. You know, I'm sorry you're going through that, dude, but you definitely need to have some fucking conversations, I would think. I would definitely think some conversations are in order. All right. Girlfriend a whore. Hey, Nia! She's probably still sleeping. All right. I like to have her for these fucking things. All right. Girlfriend a whore. And my walk of shame. Hey, Bill, I'm 22 years old, and I've been dating a lady for a few months now. Things have been going great. We click really well, and she's beautiful. This is funny. All of these start this way. She's beautiful. It says, inelegant girl. I think you meant to say, that's all one word. Inelegant. Inelegant. An elegant girl? I don't know. With a great job. Things were going great until recently. She still lives at home, and one night she asked me to come over for a late-night booty call. Oh, Jesus. What's wrong with that, dude? This girl's a champ so far. Of course, I show up to her parents' house and get into bed with her. Oh, she lived at home with her parents. Okay, that's kind of weird. As I laid down, I sat on a vibrating sex toy. She was embarrassed and played it off like, oh, I just found this recently when I was cleaning through my stuff. I acted like I didn't care, but in my head, I was screaming, what the fuck? Dude, why are you acting like you didn't fucking rub one out like the day before? Yeah, but I used my hand. I went all natural. What, are you looking at her like she's a fuck? She's using PEDs here? Anyways, we go at it, and I spend the night at her place. I love how you were like, what the fuck, but you still banged her. Classic guy move. Dude, this chick's a fucking psycho. Wanna fuck? Okay. In the morning, it turns out she wasn't home alone. Her dad was home, and when I do the walk of shame, out of the house, oh my God, the dad saw you? OMG. On top of it, this was the first time meeting her dad. We didn't say a word to each other, and he just gave me this death glare that screamed, this motherfucker just banged my daughter in my house. Oh my God. Her dad flipped the shit on her and wants her to move out. She asked me if it's cool if she lives with the two guys from work. I tell her I don't care, but again, I'm thinking, what in the actual fuck is going on here? Basically, how do you think I should play this out? Should I cut my losses and get out or try to stick it out? I feel like those are some serious red flags, but I really like this girl, and until this point, things were perfect. Maybe the lovely Nia could help. Yeah, she needs to help. I would say this. Yeah, she could have handled that situation a little better with her dad. Christ. You know what? I don't think Nia's up, so what do I do? Do I disappoint you guys, or do I let my wife sleep on the vacation? Let's go wake up my wife. Hang on. Bonjour, madame. Can you help me out with a question here? Are you still sleeping? All right, I'll give it to you real quick. All right? Here's the deal. This kid's 22. He's with this girl. She's fucking perfect. Everything's wonder. Everything's wonderful. All right? So she calls him up one night for a booty call. He goes over there. She's still living at home. And he's like, all right, her parents aren't home. So he goes up there. He goes, I get into the bed and immediately sit on one of her vibrating sex toys. And she tries to play it off like, oh, that's just something I found when I was going through my stuff. Ha, ha, ha. And he said he played it off, but was like, what the fuck? He thought it was weird. He's 22. So they bang. He wakes up the next morning, and it turns out her fucking dad is home. So he's got to do the walk of shame right past her dad. And the guy is just glaring at him like, if you just fuck my daughter in my own house, get the fuck out of here. So he gets the fuck out of there, right? And then, like the next day at work or something, she goes, yeah, my dad's pissed at me. He wants me to move out. Do you mind if I move in with two guys from work? And he's like, part of him, likes the girl, and the other part is like, there are too many red flags here.
What's the red flag about it?
What's the red flag about it? That, I don't know,
Is this his girlfriend?
You gotta turn towards the mic.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you're here.
Yeah.
Shit. Okay.
Yeah, sorry, I had the fucking recorder here.
What's the red flag about it?
Well, first of all, it's like...
Is this his girlfriend? You said booty call earlier.
Right.
So, if you're talking about booty call...
It's the beginning of a relationship here. And he's like, do I pursue this?
I want to ask her why she felt it was necessary to ask him permission about where she wants to live.
Right.
But, obviously, that's not the situation here.
Well, she's moving in with two guys that they work with.
And?
What do you mean, and? That's a little fucking... Well, what if... Okay, let's flip the tables. You and I just started looking up. Hey, is it okay if I move in with these two chicks that we both work with?
Oh, they all work together?
Yep.
Well, what would you rather...
What am I, fucking Jack Tripper? You're not going to have a problem with that? Boo, 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 ba-da-da, boo, boo, ba-da.
I think kids these days, they live together, males and females, and it's not like a big deal. So, Now, if I were her, if I were like her mom, I think it'd be a different story. But no, I don't understand. Well, because I would just be like a mom about it, But as a guy who was just hanging out with her.
Yeah, but she just fucking banged you when her dad was home, and then just fucking doesn't even have the decency to be like, hey, my dad's home. You might want to go out the fucking window, and you walk by the dad like he's like that. He's done. Like, what's he gonna do? Have a relationship? Come over for fucking Thanksgiving? Like, his first fucking meeting is, yeah, I fucking just railed your daughter right up above you. Like,
well, if he was mature at all, he would have been like, oh, good morning, my name is so and so.
And I just fucked your daughter.
Well, obviously you don't say that.
Well, what the fuck? Were we reading all night?
No, you say, hi, I'm friends with such and such, and how are you? You do the respect thing.
No, the respect thing was to not say a fucking word. To sit there and come down and be like, hello, how are you? And try to play it off like you didn't fuck is insulting that man's intelligence.
Well, anyway, getting back to the...
No. Let's stay with that point there.
Okay.
There's no way out of that situation other than what he did. The most respectful thing that he could have done was not say anything, because he's at least, as a man, addressing the fact that he understands that what the fuck he did, even though it wasn't on purpose, was ridiculously gonna fuck with this guy's head.
I disagree. I think what he should have done is been respectful and said, like he saw him, like he walked by his dad.
Yeah, he went. Dad? Yeah, he walked by, and the guy's staring fucking daggers at him. Yeah, they're fucking 22 years old.
Okay, I'm just saying. I think it would have been better if he had introduced himself, because that's.
Can you please do that to me? I'll play the dad.
That's a respectful thing to do.
I'll play the dad.
You don't just walk through somebody like a grown person's house and not say anything. That's something my parents would have felt like. You don't just walk in my house and you know what I mean? Like,
I'm almost seeing what you're saying here, but it can't be more than 2 words. Like, I would have just looked at him.
Good morning.
I would have been. I'm sorry.
Yeah. But we're talking about the red flag situation, right? The red flag is that this girl is sexual, and so that to him is a red flag. And you know what, baby doll? You need to fucking get over it.
You know something, Nia? I understand where you're going with this, where it's just like if a guy's...
She masturbates just like you do, all right? Maybe she wasn't smart about putting away her vibrators. Maybe she was thinking that you might be kind of like, oh, what is this? But, you're 22. You probably don't know how to use it or don't quite understand what it's about.
He's 22. He doesn't need it. His dick is standing at attention when he fucking wakes up in the morning.
Not for him. I don't mean for him. I meant for, like, he could use it on her, like,
that's what I meant.
Away.
What the fuck do you think I meant?
You said he doesn't need it, as if I was saying that she would use it on him.
No, I'm saying that he doesn't need it to pleasure her. Jesus Christ, let me confirm what I was saying.
Okay, but there's other ways.
Got that 22?
I know, Bill. I'm saying that there's other fucking... You can have, like, a nice, strong dick that goes all night, but you can also use a vibrator as well. Like, this. Don't make me explain this to you. You know what I'm talking about.
I do? Okay, all right. Thank you for giving me credit. Listen, I don't have a... Listen, I agree with...
It's a sex toy. It's something... Whatever. All right, he's not ready for it. It's fine. The point is that he... It's fine. Maybe one day he will be. But the fact is he just was like, oh my God, this is a sexual girl, and she doesn't really give a fuck who knows it, right? Whether it's me who came over for a booty call because I'm like, whoa, what's this vibrator doing here? Or, her dad. So
dude, you took it out. I'm just trying to think how you mistook that. Like when I said his dick stands up when he wakes up, like he needs to use her vibrator to make his dick go up. Like that doesn't even make any sense to me.
I didn't think it made sense either, but it was obviously a miscommunication.
Yeah, I was looking at it like it was like the stunt dick. Like that's what, like when, those old guys in the steakhouses who have like the fucking chicks half their age, like they show up with like a bag of like fucking Viagra and like a vibrator because, to keep her interested as they're waiting for the blue pill to kick in. That's how I was looking at it. Jesus Christ, let's fucking clarify this shit. So, anyways, my thing is, Sonia, is like just the situation that she put herself in, put him in, where he then has to walk by the dad. I mean, the whole fucking thing is just taking on water right now.
Yeah, no, it's very messy. It's a very messy situation for sure.
So there might be a lack of maturity on her side, which he's ready to like.
I mean, if they're both 22, I think that goes without saying. But yes, okay.
You just won't give this girl any sort of criticism here, Nia. Listen.
I just said they're both 22.
You said they're both 22.
Yeah.
You've already shit all over this guy. I'm just saying, like.
How am I shitting all over the guy? I'm just saying. He's
Okay,
not...
I'm not. It's too early to get involved in this fucking argument. Let's just plow ahead. Let's just plow ahead here.
What is the point that you're trying to get me to address here? Is
maybe she's not ready to be in a fuck. She just got kicked out of her house for fucking another guy in the house.
Yeah.
Okay? That's not a very stable situation to get involved in. First of all, you're 22 years old, so you're still picking in the first round. It's not like the guy's 42 and he's single and he's got to take what's out there. There's a whole bunch of fucking, this is like you hit the NBA draft lottery. You get like the first fucking pick in the draft here. You're going to go with a woman who just got kicked out of her house for fucking you while her dad was still home and you walked by her dad? All the vibrator shit and anything, who gives a fuck about all of that? That part there, I'm saying, does he really need to hitch his wagon to that?
So he's asking if he should
pursue a relationship. Because everything else other than her fucking 2 doors down from the dad and then having him walk by the dad. I mean, there are some things, Nia, that right in the beginning, despite of how nice you are and everything, there are some things that make you kind of go like, hey, you know what? Relationships are hard, even when you're with the right person. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, no, I mean, I would say, young man, that it's...
You're just trash. You're condescending to the guy.
I'm not condescending. I was trying to be funny. Excuse me. Jesus fucking Christ. I know you're the professional comedian in the relationship.
Oh, relax.
Why am I here then,
No, you were trashing the guy so bad, I thought that was another part of the trashing.
We're just not, we're not in sync there this morning there, kiddo. I would say that, it doesn't sound like she's the girl for you. How about that?
There we go. Yeah,
how's that?
That wasn't so bad. Hey, I did that whole thing.
I'm going to leave out why I don't think so. But.
Yeah, I know why. Because he's not mature enough to handle a fucking blah, blah, blah.
She's not mature enough either, obviously. They're both immature.
All right. You know what I like about me walking away is your voice is fading away in the background. I got to go downstairs where the fucking...
That's it?
Yeah. Where the fucking questions are.
No.
That's it.
All right.
All right? Whoa. In your little attic loft here. Don't sit up too quickly. You'll hit your head on the beam again.
I know.
Oh, Jesus. Au revoir, madame. We got a little tree fort apartment here. All right. Here we go. That was a fucking waste of goddamn... I thought she was finally going to agree with me. Just one of these times I wanted to fucking agree with me. She just won't do it. She just will not do it. All right.
That didn't even make sense. All right, Bill. Hey, Bill, I'm 24 and have 4 kids. Jesus Christ. What is that, the fucking 1800s? What do you got? What do you got? Some fucking... Do you need some farmhands, sir? Somebody go clean out the silo or fill it up? Oh, good Lord. You guys make your own clothes? I'm 24 and I have 4 kids. I'm married. I feel bad for this guy. I shouldn't make fun of him. I work for public utilities doing very hard manual labor. And I work hard for my money, which goes straight to my wife and 4 kids. Basically, when politicians run for office and they try to stand on the shoulders of hardworking Americans, this is the guy right here. This is the guy that, like, Sam Elliott talks about. Speaking of that, I recently saw one of those Coors commercials. Have you seen that? The Rocky Mountains go down this country like a backbone. And we make our beer the way the fuck we want to, and that's what having a backbone is all about. You gotta have a backbone to make a light beer that looks and tastes like piss. A watered down, shitty beer that comes from the backbone, Rocky Mountains. You know something? I think whenever you have a pussy product, one of the red flags is you get Sam Elliott to do the voiceover, because you're like, oh my God, people are going to see right through the fact that, come on, people, Coors, that's one of those beers when, like, you're hungover that you actually drink. That's like vitamin water for an alcoholic. They're trying to tie it into the fucking Rocky Mountains. I know they get their fucking water from the Rocky Mountains. Go down this country like a backbone. Tough guy shit. Give me some of that Skull Bandit. Coors Light. Oh, Jesus. Anyways. Where the fuck am I? How the fuck did I even start talking about that? The other day I got a call from work. The other day I got a call from her. Okay, let's reset this up again. The guy's 24 years old. He has 17 kids. No, he has 4 kids. He's married, works for public utilities, does very hard manual labor. He works his fucking ass off, and all his money goes straight to his fucking wife and his kids. All right? The other day I got a call from her at work, and she told me to meet her at the doctor's office because she doesn't like taking the kids to the doctor alone. When I get there, she starts yelling at me, as usual, red flag, and then said Then she said, all you know how to do is work. So why don't you just go back to work? And saying, all I do is pick up after you and the kids. And basically calling me a loser for working and making money. I'm doing my best to provide for my kids. She takes my money. She spends my money on stupid shit. We've been married for 1 year and 4 months now. But you got 4 kids. Did you have quadruplets, sir? What happened? I don't know, Bill. I'd just like to hear your take on the situation and give me some advice. All right. Okay. Oh, Jesus. Here we go. All right. First things first. I don't know what you said before she said, all you know how to do is work, so why don't you go back to work? That could have been anything from her actually being a jerk to her saying, yeah, Philip has a cold, and you said, which one's Philip? We got so many fucking kids. Which one is he? Is he the little rusty-haired one? Then she, all you know how to do is work. Why don't you go back to work? You know, if she said it like that, then what can you do? But it doesn't seem, I don't know. The fact that she's saying all I do is pick up after you and the kids, this is what you need to do. The worst thing that you can do when you want somebody to hear your point is to be a fucking asshole like me. It's like when I approached that lady at the bank. You know, she didn't hear what I was saying because she's she's a cunt. All right, who's kidding who? But beyond that, I was a dick to her. So no one's gonna listen to you if you're a dick. So if you want to stay with this woman, right? You're going through a rough period in your relationship. What you have to do is you got to walk away from that situation. You know, go scream into a pillow all the shit that you want to say to her, or go yell at your windshield as you drive around the block 15 fucking times. A couple of drinks, whatever you got to do. Unwind. And this is how I do it because I have a brutal temper. And just write down on a piece of paper what you want to fucking convey. All right? And then practice it. I know this sounds crazy to people who don't have this problem, but that's what I have to do because I'll sit there and like that bank thing. If I tried to practice it, my first attempt at practicing, I would start off slow and eventually get pissed all over again. I'd be like, hey, listen, I noticed that when you went in, you opened your car door into my car and then you came out and then you did it again. And it's like, what the fuck? Okay, wait, no, I can't do that. All right, start over, Bill. And each time I would get further and further to the end. So that's what you have to do with this person. You have to sit down. Hour and 12 minutes. How fucking long is this podcast? You have to sit down with her and just be like, look, I mean, I don't know what you're just say, listen, we have 4 kids. That's the situation. The place is going to be a mess. And I am working. Okay, obviously, I'm not giving you what you need. What more do you need from me? Okay? Let her, that's probably a good way. All right, we need to talk. You seem really upset with me. Blah, 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 blah. What more do you need from me than what I'm doing? All right? Since she sees that you're relaxed, you're going to hear what the hell she wants to say. Then when she says what she has to say, fair enough. All right, here's what I need from you. All right? And then in a nice way, you got to tell her to stop spending all your money on stupid shit. All right? That's what you got to do. And I'm telling you, the key when you're fucking trying to make some headway in your relationship is with the woman is you can't lose your fucking cool. All right? And they will, if you back them into a corner sometimes when they're doing something wrong, because they're humans, they're going to do something wrong. When you back them into the corner and they did something wrong, watch out if they start attacking you. All right? With shit that has nothing to do with what you're arguing about. Like you're arguing about, whatever. Like you fucking, she keeps leaving the TV on and going to bed and it's on all night. She's fucking, whatever the fuck that causes, the electric bill to go up. If all of a sudden she starts going, well, you're just mad because you're just short, or she attacks you for that, or some other bullshit, or you're just a fucking asshole. Right there, she just abandoned her argument. And what she's doing now is she's just trying to make you mad so that she can steer the argument into some other bullshit, or just hopefully get you to say something so fucked up that it just totally camouflages, the bullshit that she did to start the fucking argument, basically. So just keep it cool. You got to sit down. You got 4 kids with this girl. You're attached at the hip with this woman. Okay. So what you want to do is try to have a good time. You're a good guy. You're working your fucking ass off. Okay. She needs to appreciate that, and she has to appreciate that. What do you want to do? You want to fucking whatever the fuck you're doing? You don't want to walk around picking up SpongeBob SquarePants stuffed animals all day. You got to be like, sweetheart, you had 4 fucking kids. See, this is why I'm not good at it. Sweetheart, you had 4 fucking kids. The fuck do you think was going to happen? You know, get your tubes tied. Quit bitching at me. See, that's the first pass. That's the first way I would say it. Then by you get to the end, you just say, listen, you know, I love you. You love me. We have 4 beautiful kids. We have to work together. It's definitely a trying time being this young with all these kids, but blah, 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 blah. And I'm telling you, your life will be, like, it'll be better. It'll be better if you work it out. But the worst thing you want to do is come and hurt after you've had a few pops and said, listen, let me tell you something, you dumb cunt. All right? I'm the backbone of this fucking country. You don't want to come at her that way, all right? You stupid bitch. I'm fucking working my balls off. Why don't you go out there on that goddamn fucking oil rig all day? You know? Why don't you go down to the pharmacy and get on the fucking pill? Maybe you wouldn't have to be picking up so much shit. All right? Or they'll let me know to pull out. You'd say dumb shit like that, you know, and then you're gonna have a fucking horrific relationship. You don't want to do that. So that's it. Oh my God, here's one for you guys. My boyfriend wants to have his foreskin restored. By the way, how fresh and new are these emails here? Just because it's coming from the female perspective, I love this shit. All right, not saying I want guys to email in, but I would like to have a nice balance here. I already say enough shit trashing women, so it helps if women come in trashing guys, because you know, it'll be a nice balance here. All right, my boyfriend wants to have his foreskin restored. Dear Bill, I wanted to get your take on a situation I'm in with my current boyfriend. I'm a girl. All right. A few weeks ago, my boyfriend of 2 years told me that he's become totally upset that he's circumcised and wants to restore his foreskin via taping and stretching methods. What? And basically why he wants to do this is because they say that intercourse, you lose, like, I don't know, some percentage of sensitivity when you have your foreskin removed. And all I can say is no guy can tell the difference, whether he has a foreskin or whether he doesn't. Because unless you got laid when you were fucking 6 weeks old, you don't know what you're gaining or what you're missing. So I don't understand why you would do this. So by restore his foreskin via taping and stretching methods. She goes, I know. It makes me want to throw up just thinking about it. I wanted to tell him I think he's out of his mind, but I don't want to hurt his feelings. The thing is, I'm totally grossed out by the idea of foreskin. Penises are gross enough already. There's no need to make it even grosser. You know what? Am I the only guy that totally agrees with that? Is there anything more fucking disgusting than a fucking flaccid foreskin-covered dick? I don't even know what it looks like. It looks like a fucking, I don't know what it looks like. It's just fucking disgusting. I don't even have like a reference. Looks like an elephant dick. I don't even know it's just gross. It's fucking disgusting. She goes, obviously I can't tell him how I feel. He's clearly having a really hard time with this. He tells me that he feels violated and disfigured. This guy's a pussy. Just throw this guy into the fucking pussy bin and get on with your life. He also claims that foreskins has a lot of advantage for both partners, but it's hard for me to totally buy that considering the fact I have slept with a couple uncircumcised guy and I didn't notice any extra pleasure, although I did use a condom with both guys. Yeah, he's full of shit. He's full of shit. It may be more pleasure for him. I don't know what. I mean, I think it's amazing that women will put a dick in their mouths. You know, the least you can do is try and tidy up down there. You know, how about having a little fucking empathy? I mean, that's just disgusting. It's just fucking extra skin. Yeah, nothing more sexier than extra skin. Yeah, it's like your dick used to be obese and then lost a ton of weight but didn't have enough money to have that surgery to get rid of the extra. That's gross. There's another 2 paragraphs, people, just preparing you for another 2 paragraphs of having an uncircumcised, stretch-taped dick in your head. Anyway, I think it's absolutely disgusting and totally weird that he wants to do this, and I'm starting to get really turned off by the idea of sleeping with him while he's stretching out his foreskin. He told me he's going to tape it to an elastic strap, which he's going to tie around his leg. I know, what the fuck? Is he just coming up with this shit on his own? I told him that he should see a doctor before he starts to do this, but he doesn't think that doctors know much about this sort of thing. Oh, so he's just going to take it in his own hands. Congratulations, sweetheart. You're dating a fucking moron. Come on. This is the father of your children? Coming up with, taking an erector set to his fucking dick? Do I have to finish reading this? I'm thinking of breaking it off with them. Really? Of course you are. I thought he was a normal guy, but I had no idea he had all this freaky shit going on underneath the surface. Anyways, what do you think about all of this? You got to go LL Cool J. He's got to do what he did. You're stretching out your fucking dick. I know I said I'd be true. You're stretching out your fucking dick, so I'm leaving you. Go fuck yourself. It's over. Yeah, fucking gross. Anyway, what do you think of all this? Am I justified dumping him, or would that make me an insensitive cunt? No, it would make you a strong person. All right? You go with your gut on this one. This guy is trying to do the impossible, like he said, fucking scientist in that Michael J. Fox movie, Back to the Future. He's basically, doing the DeLorean bullshit with his dick. And he doesn't want to go see a doctor. Any doctor would tell him, you can't do that. You know what'd be funny, though, is if you dump this guy, right, and it actually works, and then he starts screaming like Billy Mays on TV with his dick stretcher, and he sells it for $19.95 and makes $1 zillion. I'm just playing devil's advocate here, There's a 99% chance you're doing the right thing, but there is a 1% chance you could be walking away from a potential millionaire. Because I got to be honest with you, if that guy actually pulls this off, no pun intended, if he pulls this off and he's able to do it with some household material, and then they already make millions of dollars with those pills that say they're going to make your dick bigger, which we all know it doesn't work. Because if it fucking worked, that would be an international story. And then it still wouldn't work, because then what would happen was everybody would take big dick pills, even guys with big dicks, because they don't want everybody else catching up with them. So then having a little dick would then be like having a 6-inch dick as opposed to a 3-inch, 4-inch dick, right? Does the math work out on that? Or you get bumped up? You got a 6, 7-inch dick, you're just regular. No, you're actually not regular. You'd have a little dick. So if this guy actually fucking is able to pull this, that doesn't even make sense. If he thought he was disfigured now, wait till he tries to fucking do this. I mean, his dick is going to look like, when those people put that shit in their earlobes? They put those fucking, those circular things. You could shoot a goddamn fucking bow and arrow through somebody's earlobe and not draw any blood. He's going to do that to his dick. Except he's not going to have that thing in there, and it's just going to be all right, Bill, we got it. It's disgusting.